this is Ashley Morgan from BADashtraining.com, and today I'm going to make a meal that fits my macros. So what that means is that it will have the proper ratios of fats, carbohydrates, and proteins. Today I'm going to make a herb crusted chicken with spaghetti squash and a vegetable marinara.
Before you do anything, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So I need about 5 ounces of chicken to meet my macronutrient values for protein. So I'm going to slice up about 5 ounces of chicken here. And if you cut the pieces smaller, then they bake a little bit faster. So that's why I'm cutting them this way. We're going to dip the chicken in an Italian herb mixture and an egg wash. Make sure that you get the chicken covered in the egg wash and then cover it completely with the herb mixture for best results. And then you're going to place it onto a pre-greased cookie sheet, and I just used like Pam, like a regular spray. Make sure you rinse your cutting board off after working with raw meat. Now we're going to take our breaded chicken and transfer it into our preheated oven, and we're going to bake it for about 12 minutes. While the chicken's baking, we're going to get started on our vegetable marinara. So we're going to begin that by mincing some garlic that we're going to infuse with some Kerigold butter. We'll do this at a medium heat on our stove top. We're using half a tablespoon of butter and a clove of garlic for this. We're going to chop up the rest of our vegetables for the marinara. I'm using a portabella mushroom and I'm just chopping it up. And I'm going to do the same thing with half of the zucchini squash. We're going to up the heat on our saucepan and then add in the vegetables that we just chopped up into our garlic and butter mixture. While that's going on, we're going to prepare our garlic bread, and I'm using, for me, 3 half pieces, and that'll get my carbohydrate macronutrient needs in there. I'm using another half tablespoon of butter that I'm just spreading over evenly over the 3 pieces of garlic toast. And then I'm simply going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic salt with some parsley over the toast, and you could use any type of seasoning that you'd like. Since there's about 5 minutes left for the chicken to be done, I'm going to put these in for the last 5 minutes and let them get all toasty. We're going to round out our sauce with some fresh herbs. I'm using rosemary today, but you could use oregano or basil or any other fresh herb. I'm just going to give that a rough chop. Then I'm going to roughly chop a tomato to put into the sauce as well, and we're only going to let it sit in the sauce for a minute or so. The final ingredient for the marinara is a little bit of pre-made sauce. I'm using a tomato basil, but you could really use anything. We're putting in a half a cup, and this is the very last thing to go into the sauce. So now just incorporate the pre-made sauce into your vegetables, and the chicken's almost done. Once it's done, pull it from the oven, and we're going to put together our plate. I had pre-roasted a spaghetti squash, and this is what I'm going to use in place of a regular pasta. And for this, you just roast the pepper for about 30 to 45 minutes at 350 degrees, and then as you can see, you can scrape out the insides, and it looks and tastes a lot like pasta. Next, we're just going to pour over our marinara sauce. Then we're going to top it with our herb crusted chicken, and then garnish with our garlic toast.
awesome meal fits perfectly into my macronutrient range, which is 21% fat. It has 52% carbohydrates and 27% protein. And that's this entire meal right here. It also has a lot of vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients in there, and it's high in fiber. It's very good. So let's try that. So good. And it fits my macros. So in about half an hour, you can make a really good meal that fits within your macros. And if you have a different caloric need than I do, then you can just adjust the portion sizes. I'm going to put the ingredients and the procedure in the comments below. And I hope you have fun making that IIFYM meal. Thank you, and visit me at www.BADashtraining.com. Also follow me on Instagram at BADashtrainer and check me out on Facebook. Thanks guys.